I had to change locations. The other studio was like crazy packed last night. So I didn't want to be up in there.
Hey.
Let me know if you need me closer. Peace,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Get a little closer.
Go.
If you can. There you go.
All right. Just came from outside a little bit.
Okay. It's chilly out there.
Wintertime fun. You already know y'all NYC, so you already know the vibe.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
Finally.
Finally.
Exactly.
I'm gonna join on the charge. I think should be good.
Yeah. So we about to get into a whole lot of good stuff today.
Can't wait for it.
So with my show, I normally start with trending topics. And with that being said, can you hear me good?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And you didn't do no introduction.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's your girl, Kim Dynasty. And this is my best friend, very sweet Leak. Got it right this time.
Very sweet, Lee. Salute. I love the cut. I love the name. You already know what we out here doing. For real.
So, yeah, so I like to start out with trending topics. And there was one hot trending topic that came up this week that I wanted to touch on. And I want to get, your take on it and what you would have done. But,
okay.
Your boy 50 Cent had said, Trump had offered him, I think 500,000 was the first price, right?
Yeah.
And then it was $1 million. And then he said he didn't want to take it because he couldn't live with, I guess he couldn't, live with the fact that he took money for photo ops and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
However, we know other rappers have come to Trump.
Of course.
And they taking pictures and they doing all kind of stuff. So first of all, what do you think about that? What does that say to you when you see Ice Cube, Lil Pump, Lil Wayne out here taking pics for the gram and everything else, Twitter, with Trump?
At first, I was going to get a little tight about certain artists doing it. Lil Pump mainly, because I felt like I never even heard him talk about Donald Trump before that. I don't really listen to his music anyway. Dude wears, you got pictures on the gram with like pumps on for real and like girls lingerie. So, but him jumping on the bandwagon, I felt like it was like trolling a bit. He wanted to do the like 6ix9ine type of thing.
Yeah.
50 Cent's move, I feel like that was super solid because it's like, yo, I don't want no parts of that. You know what I mean? We all know you take a little bit of bread for something later on. Somebody's like, hey, come here. Remember
what they want for you?
Yeah, exactly. As far as Ice-T and Lil Wayne, like I got major respect for those artists and the things that they've done for the culture. So it's like maybe it was a personal thing with them. I know I talk to a lot of people that are, business owners, and I'm talking about people of the culture who like really be rocking with Trump.
Right.
But like me on the other end, I've never rocked with him. You know what I mean? So I would say with those two guys, it probably was more or less like a personal thing where they feel like he's a good business-minded president, like how he, play with money. I just feel like personally, he ain't for the people. Like money that's cool, but
And that's the biggest thing right there.
Ahead,
that's the biggest thing. Because I'm like, when is somebody gonna err on the side of decency? Like everybody's talking about money and this and the third and tax breaks. I can dig it. At the same time, if you know what this person represents for your people, I mean,
sure.
That's the biggest thing for me, because you'll sell your soul for, these are not people that's broke. They got money. They got long money. Your pocket's fat. It's you not on the come up. You already got it.
You know
what I'm saying? So that's a big exactly. That's a big difference for me.
Real rap. And when I heard the whole situation with 50 Cent, man, I was applauding that because I was like, yeah, bro, he's one of those dudes that, good, bad, or indifferent. He's made his own way because he was like, nobody was rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he don't need no Donald Trump money. You know what I'm saying? Power is, everything.
Thank you. Power is power. Yeah.
Doing it.
I feel like, I mean, all money ain't good money.
At all.
You know?
We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. We know that.
And sometimes, you know, sometimes those opportunities could be career suicide. Like, I can't say it was 100% career suicide, but look at Chrisette Michele.
Oh, it was career
you might be
suicide.
putting me on to something now because I'm a Chrisette fan now, but you might be telling me something.
Yeah, but she.
Yeah, I love Chrisette myself.
But I'm gonna be
saying at the RNC.
Right, but the difference was with Chrisette. That was at the beginning. All the stuff that we kind of know now, I don't believe that she knew then. You know, because I love Chrisette.
No,
I think she got put in a situation where she needed some money, not knowing, you know, all of everything that we know now 4 years later. That's different.
Yeah.
But as a Black female, you get crushed if you do, you know, she got the kiss of death, put it like.
Yeah.
Okay. So was she rocking with Trump?
I think she should be. I think she should leave her alone.
Yeah, she sang at the Republican National Convention, but was it 4 years ago or was it 8 years ago?
It had to be 4 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be.
And then the result of that was nobody wanted to book her. Like, that's why she's been ghost for a long time. She's been on radio talking about, like,
4 years ago.
After that, yeah, she was on radio talking about it. She was like, look, at the end of the day, it was a job. You know, she said, I did the same thing for the Obamas. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. She said, I did the same thing for the Obamas. But she said, and I did it for free. She said, they've come out to see me perform, and I performed for them. She said, but the RNC called me. It was a check. I got the check, you know.
Word. I can say this, from my perspective, I never turned my back on Chrisette Michele as a fan. I'm pretty sure I've been to a bunch of shows and things after that. You know what I mean? So I would say to the people, ain't it easy how they do you like they never knew you? Because they still buying Yeezys and shit. And you walking around with, you understand me?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? They still buying Yeezys and
double
shit.
Standard.
And bro went out there and acted a whole ass. You know what I'm saying? So I salute Chrisette Michele. I've been on her Instagram numerous times, giving her my energy back, and I'm pretty sure she's seen me at a couple of them shows. You know what I mean? During the process, but it's a shame how people do you like they never even knew you over something.
Right.
And like she said, it was a check. Like, I'm out here working a job.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I salute Chrisette Michele, like one of the most incredible like soul artists of the now. You know what I'm saying? She's a great being. So y'all should go out there and run her numbers up. Real rap.
Yeah. Like,
and even
go ahead.
But it is true. It's like when she took that check, that was before all of the, you know, the sexual stuff that we knew. I mean, it was before a lot of stuff that was peeled back, you know.
Yeah.
The actor to do it was a different time. I just feel like it's jacked up that nobody's turning it back on Lil Wayne like that.
Word.
They still eating and gonna continue to eat. This girl, she hasn't even made it to eat like that, and that's the part that's jacked up.
Yeah. Man,
and it was my hopes is to one day do an incredible record with her. You know what I'm saying? I love the record she did with Nas and just different artists, man. She's an eclectic.
Yeah.
Like when I see her, I think of like, you know, Billie Holiday and those artists that was just like, they need to let her fly, man.
They that's Chrisette.
Word. Super fly too, fresh.
Yeah. So now, would it be if somebody, let's say, maybe not a Donald Trump, but somebody from the Republican Party say, yo, I want to play your song at the RNC, or I want you to come out and perform for me. Do you think that's something that you would consider, or how would you handle that situation? Like, I understand what 50's saying, and I understand what Chrisette is saying, you know, and even though she didn't have all the details of who he was at the time, you know, at the end of the day, you're an artist.
Actually, I be for myself. You speaking to someone who was somewhat. I was born a revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? So for myself, being like the son of a black spade coming from my town, and we grew up with that. So I don't really mingle in politics because we know from the past where that shit ends up. You know what I'm saying? So as far as you want to use my music as a soundtrack to life, there it is. You know what I'm saying? I still might ask you for a check, but I'm not going to be present for that. You know what I'm saying? Music
Right.
is for everyone. So whether
It
Republican or
is.
Democrat,
It is.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But some of these people have to really understand, man. It's life. You can't. How could you turn your back on someone for a decision they made, whether it was job or Lil Wayne doing what he did? Like that really could have been something personal. We can't be mad at him if he says no white person ever called me nigga. All right, that's his personal experience. You can't castrate him because of that.
But
You know
it's
I've been called
weird though.
1,000 times.
He from the, I said he from New Orleans. I'm from Florida.
Word.
I looked around like, well, maybe we just seen something different. Because I was like, you never experienced racism down there?
Yeah.
You know what it is? But Wayne been in the business since what, 15?
A little kid.
So
I think even, I mean, he was around baby in like 9 years old.
Right. So he's always been in those office
he was a
buildings. So they're looking at him like opportunity. They're looking at dollar signs. So he may not have had that experience. So since young, he's always been performing, been considered a performer.
You've been somebody. It's like, I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson wasn't called nigga, but he probably heard somebody else being called it. So you can't be Fetty Waping. Like, you gotta put minds eye to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make the statement. Like, me personally, I've never been called nigga, but I know my peoples have been. Don't make your peoples feel like you ain't fucking with us or you separated from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where the bullshit come into play when people start, I ain't fucking with Wayne because of what he said. You said some shit without clarity, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So then you got to deal with it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm going to say some shit with disdain every time. You know what I'm saying? Period.
See, the thing about it is with Chrisette, you know, her explanation for people wasn't good enough. They was ready to cancel her. And it's like, you're not even taking into consideration what she's saying. She's saying, I'm not saying I support this political affiliation. I'm just saying they asked me to perform. It was exactly, I got to feed my family.
And we come from a cancel culture, and she got caught up right in the wave of that whole cancel culture. Anything you say or do, people canceling you. You know, I give a little lenience towards the situation. And again, even if she knew the information, don't know if she would have handled things differently. I'm just saying, when she took the check, that was way before a lot of that stuff was exposed that we know.
But
but that girl trying to eat.
Word, but let's really get into the shit, right? Now let's fast forward, because you telling me about some shit I really wasn't abreast to. But let's get into the shit now. People saying that originally black people were Republicans. So now,
no, that's fact.
All right. So now that all this other information is available for us, and some people are more awakened than they was when y'all was trying to cancel her. Can we revamp this shit? You know what I'm saying? Get that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that be going on with this social media shit. Like, people take one thing and run with it. I see a motherfucker post up a picture of, you know, somebody, oh, R.I.P., he's dead. Then everybody starts posting and then, oops, oh, it was the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you understand me? It's like,
they can kill Sinbad about 8 times. Sinbad been dead for about 20 years.